Please don't confuse present participle with gerunds. Gerunds are verb plus ing acting as a noun. For example, betting is addictive. Gerund looks the same as a present participle. However, the role of a gerund is very different. Present participle is a verb or adjective. In this sentence, it is a verb. In this sentence, it is an adjective. Whereas gerund is a noun. Example, writing is a constructive hobby. So in this example, you have writing, the same as writing here, but here this is a present participle acting as a verb, and here, since it is a noun, it is a gerund. Here, playing is an adjective. If we had something like playing is a constructive hobby, playing would be a gerund. GMAT very often puts gerund in place of a present participle and vice versa, and identifying such mistakes will help you a lot on your GMAT sentence correction. Present participle and gerund, they look the same, but they play different roles. Present participle is a verb or adjective, whereas gerund is a noun. So the same word such as playing can be a present participle, therefore a verb or an adjective, but it can also be a noun and therefore a gerund. Let's solve a GMAT-like question to understand this. Please pause the video and look at this one. If at all you selected one of the options A, B or C because of this shifting here, you were caught in the trap. One may think that we have a retching here, a verb plus ing form, and therefore we need a verb plus ing here and here. However, please look at the role played by this term here. This retching here is a noun, a verb plus ing acting as a noun. It's a gerund here, and the list here is symptoms of such and such shock, which typically include. So it is a list of symptoms here. It's a list of nouns. First example here is stomach pain, a noun here, retching and other forms of intestinal discomfort. This is a noun phrase. From here to here, the noun here is discomfort. So see, the symptoms include certain pain, certain discomfort, and therefore you need a noun here. Answer choices which use a verb shifting are not going to be correct. A, B and C should be the first to be eliminated, and then between D and E, the key concept is that both these answer choices use a noun here, shifts, that's a noun. And now since it is a list, before the last element here, you need the Oxford comma. See, it's a list of 4 elements, A, B, C and D. A is this pain here, B is discomfort, C is such and such shifts, and D is certain fluctuations. A list of 4 elements, A, B, C, and D. So choice D uses the correct grammatical construction, choice E doesn't. And then another point is that fluctuations among is not the correct idiomatic usage, fluctuations in. So D is the correct answer choice, and the main concept here is to understand how GMAT may present a certain gerund and confuse you with certain present participles. That's why I keep saying that rules can take you only so far. It's about the meaning end of the day. Meaning here is that it is a list of nouns. Retching is a noun here. We need a noun. The answer has to be one of these two, where the term here is a noun, and these 3 should be very comfortably eliminated because the term here is a verb, shifting. This was the concept, guys. GMAT shorts are deliberately kept brief. For an elaborate explanation, please refer the stage 1 videos. Thanks for watching.